Look, I know you have questions. I understand that it's late. I realize it's midnight, but it was a really busy day. I had a lot of businessing to do. I got that business done. I'm finally free for streaming, so I'm online. So sue me, all right? I can't help it. I wanted to stream. I really wanted to keep going with the days that the Fortnite must continue. How's it going, Goldie? How you going, Mashup Man? Brian, how you doing? Hello, Vegas. We got Snolzy here. We got a lot of people still around. Most people go to sleep at midnight. Yeah, I know, but I'm not most people. We all know that by now. I'm a degenerate code addict who can't help but be up really, really late. Thank you, Solzy, for the big bits. You've gigantified your freaking awesome emote. Lucario's here too. Man, it's all happening here, guys. Gosh, I really need to get those emotes working, don't I? It's a big feature request. Like, everybody pointed it out as soon as we did it. And the more I look at this chat, the more I'm sad that that's going to be forever burned in with, like, you know, all the celebrations we could have had in the chat with the little Lucario dance emotes and whatever, and the fast, like, tip of the hats. And got a lot of work to do on a lot of different tools. I don't think the chat is even like an MVP without like this, without those things. Honestly, it's not. Like, so much of, right, the goldfishes, it just says based C12 Goldie. That doesn't look cool. We made a really, really freaking cool emote, and we can't even use it in the tool that we made. It annoys me, guys. We've got some work to do with that still, but look, if we just kept going, we'd never draw a line in the sand anywhere. We'd always be developing everything. It's like, Da Vinci said, no great work of art is ever finished, only abandoned. And for now, we have to abandon the chat and all the other stream tools to make some other really, really cool things instead. So, to be fair, I'm pretty excited about what else we're doing as well. It's just, Dev's awake too. Yeah, Dev's still streaming. She's still streaming. But, and I know I say this a lot, and Goldie's gonna be like all skeptical and squinty-eyed at me, but this won't be a very long stream. It's gonna be a short stream. Even if we get raided by somebody, it goes crazy. I mean, maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep it to a pretty short stream. And look at that, Lucario. Lawlessness is YouTube. It's the Wild West over there. It's just you, Lucario. It can go crazy. You can do whatever you want in the YouTubes. I don't know. Be careful when you're saying things like that. Goldie might catch you. He is around. The main difference is that Dev's been live for nearly 6 hours and is likely to stop sometime soon. Yeah, oh my god. She better not freaking raid us. Not allowed. We don't want it. We need sleeps. But at the same time, we need to implement a few features. Goldie is around, see? He's always watching, Lucario. He's always watching. You know what I've realized recently is that I start a lot of streams like eating stuff. It's not a good look because I'm always like chewing on things, and I have not like an unusually large amount of popcorn. I am a popcorn fiend according to all stream records, and I need to like cut down the amount of eating I do, especially at the start of streams. But yeah, same as Fass. Does Fass also eat heaps when she starts streams? Maybe I've just like taken on her bad habits. It could be that. Stray, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, Stray. I love that people come in and they use their emotes. I love this. I need to have another way to like, for people to announce that they're like, I'm here type of thing. Yeah, pretty much always she comes on stream eating dinner. I think it's kind of part of her routine. And I think I've kind of just observed it and thought that that was the normal thing to do, is like just warm up the stream with some chat time before you actually get into stuff and eat some food. So it's kind of like, You sit together, you chat, you catch up, you see how everyone's doing. You like, you know, sound alerts. Sound alerts. What do you mean? Am I missing sound alerts? Let's see. I could be. Maybe they're not in this scene. They should be. I see alerts. What are you talking about? Lucario, you've got me freaking out as though I've missed something really important. Maybe I did. Who knows? Did I miss something important, Lucario? Please clarify. Please explain. Is it day 4 or 5? I believe we are now on day 4, Goldie. I did update it correctly last time so that I knew when I hit start, it would be correct. It's day 4. Yeah, Math has got he's backing me on it. It's day 4. But thank you for checking. I really appreciate you always making sure. You're good. You're good, Stray. That's good. You've got a cramp in your calf. I mean, I'm not going to read the rest of that, but you are limping to the toilet. Oh, dude. That's pretty epic cramp. That's quite the cramp. That's huge. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate, but, you know, worse things have happened. If that's the worst thing that happens to you this week, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Sound alerts when people come in, then they can play them. I see what you're saying, Lucario. That announces their arrival. Yeah, I want to do something where people's like, they can announce their arrival with a emote and with a sound alert. Maybe we'll do it like this. Something like, arrived. That could work. And then we'll just hide it from the chat, and we'll use that to trigger something. It would be so easy to do. I know exactly how I would do this feature in my brain. I already have it figured out, guys. I think Goldie got confused because the title from the last stream says, yeah, day 4 instead of day 3. Did it? Did I miss? I'll make sense of it. I'll make sense of it down the line. This is probably going to throw me off when I try and like edit it together, because I've been speaking with, I don't know if you guys know Overstrand, but that dude is a freaking YouTube genius. Legit genius at YouTubey things. And he's given me some good ideas about how I can like edit this stuff together, and make a really cool, make a really cool video. He really is, Math. And so, yeah, I have some ideas about what to do. But yeah, we'll see. You know what? It's actually a good thing that I usually warm up my chat, because right now Fortnite decided it wanted to download. And so even if I wanted to jump in and do UEFN development, I couldn't even freaking do it because gotta wait for Fortnite. That's, just make it a 24-hour video and call it day 1. Yeah, well, it all happened in one contiguous sequence. It's really that still counts as one day, right? Right? Not really, but we can pretend. We can pretend. There's an update today. Yep. As long as it doesn't update some really basic thing like what the up axis is in Unreal Engine, that's we should be fine. I'm not concerned. I still can't believe that. Who was around for that part of the stream? They're in the process of migrating APIs from Z as the up axis to Y as the up axis. It's just literally that's a pretty ambitious change to wait. I have to respect them to go and commit to such a large breaking change. That's kind of a big deal. That's kind of a huge deal. Mashup man. But why? Why make that change? It is the best thing they could have done. I'm 100% with you, Goldie. I think when when people learn they learn basic, it's even, I guess not trigonometry, but they learn Cartesian coordinates. You go through high school and you learn the Cartesian coordinate system, and it's y points up on the page, right? And I think it's if you were to plot, if you threw a ball and you were, hold on, we can, this is why we have TL draw. If we, let's go to, oh, hold on. Interesting. That scene is 100% not working. Definitely not working. Why is the webcam not? All right, look. If you went and you were like, all right, let's show the ball over time, you'd do this. You'd go like, this is what you learned in high school. That's the axis, x-axis. This is your y-axis, right? And the ball goes like this. The ball goes woo, right? It's like y is very clearly up. Y is just up. That's what happens, right? That's the way everybody thinks. And so for them to decide, oh, we're going to be different and not make the y-axis, like, who cares about, like, Descartes? That guy's forget that chump. He had it all wrong. We're going to go and make it Z. Z's up. Makes no sense to me, at least. And, you know, I'm also biased because I started 3D modeling in Maya and I work a lot in Unity and all of that. It's like, you know, I kind of want to have a different, I want everything to be consistent. Like, consistency is important, and whoever made the decision not to make Y up in that engine, a little bit crazy. They're a little bit whack with their decision-making process there, so whatever. I'm glad that they have the balls to correct it, because it's a massive undertaking. It's huge. Like, they're going to break backwards compatibility on, like, every project ever. I don't know how they manage that migration. That's an incredibly difficult technical challenge, but the fact that they did it for the greater good, power to them. Well done. So it was changes in the game files rather than the UEFN. Yeah. It was just like the way that there were two systems that handle up with different axes at one point. Yeah, right. That's right, Matt. Like, in Unreal Engine and some other engines, like Blender also has this. Like, the Blender defaults used to, I think Blender is making the change to Y up as well, but Blender defaults to a different axis as up. And when you're trying to do things like, when you're trying to think in terms of 3D space and Cartesian coordinates and stuff like that, having those things wrong is just so really frustrating and hard. It's a hard thing to deal with, but whatever. So I'm so curious what's going on. Guys, I'm just going to go to the browsing scene and I'm going to disappear for a moment. I don't know why that camera's not working, but we're going to check it out. We're going to investigate. So hold up. All right. Yep, it's gone. It's gone. Yeah, it should be the integrated camera. That looks fine. Deactivate. Reactivate. Great success. All we had to do is turn it off and back on again. Problem fixed. And now we can get back to what we were doing with our nice Zen browser. Great success. Very nice. I like this. We got it, Gorky. How you doing, Armando? Where's Armando? Hold on. Did I miss somebody coming in? See, if we had alerts with giant like pop-ups, this wouldn't be a problem, would it? I think we bookmarked this. If we didn't bookmark this, we totally have to. This was a godsend last time we were developing. I'm gonna bookmark that. Though it does seem to have lost the history of the last conversation that we had, which is a shame. I suppose we need to be like signed in to remember, but whatever. So let's see. Where are we at? I'm sorry I missed some messages. I like it, Picasso. What are you talking about, Gorky? What are you talking about? Weird why they did it. Why did they do it, Math? You just had a look at the documentation? Like, I think it makes a lot of sense. I think doing it was a really great idea. Goldie is Armando? Is he? No, he's not. Is he? I'm pretty sure he's not. Unless, do you have an alt? Goldie? I didn't know that. It's an alt. All right. Wow. Mind blown. Did not realize that. That's crazy. It's not Goldie, it's Gorky. Oh, yeah, that makes way more sense. Okay. Yes. That makes way more sense because, thank you, that clarifies. Because I was like, Goldie is really like, he's not a deceptive person. He's just like a central figure in the community and he doesn't like pretend to be anything he's not. That's one of the things we love about Goldie. He's really like, you know, he's really upfront, kind of upstanding dude. If he was running an alt account, I'd be like, what? That'd be a big surprise. I don't know. I bet he isn't even gold. Yeah. It's like his alt account should be Midas. He's Midas man. He may not be gold himself, but every stream he touches turns to gold. That's for sure. As a moderator. You see what I did there? See what I did there, guys? All right. So hold up. We've got... Are we up to date now? Let me just check. Yeah, Epic is loaded. Epic is locked and loaded. We're nearly good to go. His alt is silver. I mean, right. Actually, I see it. I get it. Lucario, I get the joke. I'm sorry. I was slow to pick that up because gold, silver, and if you ever made a third one, it would probably be bronze. Goldie, I just popped. Can you turn it to gold? Oh, pooped. That's not popped. I'm sorry. I misread. That's gross. That's gross. You can't polish a turd straight. You just can't. You can't turn them to gold. That would be some really weird kind of alchemy. I mean, I've heard of the goose that laid the golden egg, but not the man who crapped the golden poop. That would be weird. That'd be a strange story. I don't think that parable has the same kind of... I don't think that's quite as catchy. Sorry, Stray. Sorry. Okay. Where are we? Enough of this witty banter. Time to get into Unreal Engine. Still loading. Unfortunately, still loading. Wait. There it is. Excellent. I am loving this automatic scene switching. This is a godsend, guys. You know how much, like, I'm not having to change things. It's swapping sides and stuff for me automatically. How good is it? Stray, like, have you not heard the actual story of Midas? It's like, literally, this is one of those situations where that's not as fun as you probably think it is. That's kind of a horrible idea. That's terrible. Nobody wants, like, can you imagine how bad constipation would be in that situation? It's like, wouldn't you basically always just be, that would be a cruel punishment. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, guys. That's you don't want what you think you want there, Stray. Okay, first things first. I'm excited to be back in this engine. We were making really good progress here. I'm freaking psyched. You know how well this went last time? In one stream, and we're on a timeline, guys. We have to be productive. We've got, you know, I don't want to be up till like 3 a.m. I'm going to aim for 2 a.m. finish, so we have an hour and a half to lock in and finish this feature off. And we made such amazing progress last time. I was absolutely stoked by how well we did with this. Big Kev's been dieting? What do you mean? $100,000, the punishment will pay off. I mean, yeah, to be fair. But how long would you even live? Go eat a golden nugget. Get it, golden nugget. That's kind of terrible, Stray. Golden nuggets have a whole new meaning in the context of this conversation. Go eat a rock or a gold nugget even, and just see how bad that is for your digestion. And then tell me if you want to do that for the rest of your life. Even for, like, all the money in the world. Who really wants to do that? Do we have goals? You mean goals for the stream? No, look, I mean, Crazy, I am going to try and... it's Crazy! Crazy's here! Guys, Crazy was crazy useful last stream. Crazy's very good at UEFN. It was so good to have him around last time. Welcome back, Crazy. You are, like, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little excited that you're here as well. Thank you for all your help last time. Look, I'm going to try and not make it a 3 a.m. stream. We're going to, we're going to constrain what we're aiming at. I think, in terms of goals, what I would like to try and do is potentially make sure that the rotations of spawning work, and then set it up so that we have multiple portals. If we can achieve that with this sprint, if we can get those two things going, I think I'll consider the stream a success. And I suspect if we make as good progress this time as we did last time, we might knock those out really quickly. If we do that, then we might even double back to the score system. So, I mean, it's all going to heck with Fortnite loading. It's on the wrong monitor too, which is very annoying. So we're going to sit and chat for a minute while this gets itself sorted out. Unless the auto scene switcher, say that 10 times fast and don't trip on your tongue, guys. Auto scene switcher. Lanolin. Unless we get that all done real quick, and I think we could. It's very possible we get that done very quickly. And what I'll try to do then is a bit of this, right? Let's jump into TL Draw. I think I need a new scene for TL Draw that just lets me whiteboard. I kind of like low-key love whiteboarding with this program. I'm really liking it. This one. So this is what we finished the stream on last time, guys. This really cool diagram that kind of just like broadly describes the flow of the game. Let me talk through this really quick for anybody who missed it, and also to just get a bit of a concept of what we're doing. So what's going to happen with this is we'll have the game starts, and it's going to go into this like system here that's kind of like this is going to be like the game state. You know, this is going to be the game state management system, right? And all of this stuff here, its responsibility is kind of just to be like managing the flow of the game as it progresses. And from there, what it will do is it go, okay, we're going to start the game. We're going to go, all right, is there only one player left? If there's not only one player left, we're going to start a new round. We're going to have this arcade minigame activator that's going to have a reference to an arcade minigame. That arcade minigame is going to report score. So we actually used to have this in green. I used to have this score. This arrow represents score. It's going to go, I mean, the flow of the score information kind of has to go upstream like this as well. So start game, we check if there's any players left. If there is just one player left, game over, that player wins. Otherwise, we start a round. A round is going to manage multiple arcade minigame activators. So this is the thing that we actually did last stream, guys. We finished off the minigame arcade activator. And what we still need to do is, like systems like this, we still need to get our arcade minigames going. We'll still need to get systems of like score going. We roughly have score systems in place, but we need to like pass that score up into it's probably a rewrite. We've used UEFN's built-in one, and I think we're gonna have to manage our own scores separately. And then that system will remove the player with the worst score. It will check if there's only one player left, and if there is, it keeps going. One other thing to note is the arcade minigame activator. This thing is going to also, it's going to deactivate the minigame. Deactivate minigame. So every time the minigame gets played, it gets like removed from circulation. So this is kind of what we're doing. This is like at a high level what the game is like, what the gameplay's flow is like. And now let me just, if I can, let's demonstrate where we were last time. Here we go. Full screen that. Can I go to settings? Can I windowed full screen this bad boy? Yes. Keep those changes. All right, cool. Now I can go to, if I change to UEFN, I'm so stoked by this, guys. Look how it changed scene for me. I go back to the game, it changed scene. Oh, I love it. That's so handy. Okay. Last time we got to this point, we go, ooh, look, an arcade machine. And we step in front of it and boom, it teleports us into the minigame, and then we shoot these targets and we don't shoot the bears. Ideally, we don't shoot the teddy bears in the face. I'm sorry, Sly. Sly, forgive me. At the end, it takes us back, right? And now this arcade, it's like I can't trigger it again. So that's like out of circulation now. Nothing, Sly. Nothing. Don't worry. I promise I know, what am I saying? Sly. This is Snolzy. Snolzy's the one who cares about. Snolzy didn't see me shooting the teddy bears. Snolzy loves teddy bears. Sorry, I don't know why I said Sly. You both have S names. Maybe I just like cross wires in my brain there. There's lots of names in this community, if I'm being honest. Okay. Is it just me or did the game lock up? Actually, we're kind of in a crap position right now because we're going to be locked in position. There's no way to escape because the mini game isn't going to end. The activator started. Right, crazy? Okay, so that's where we're at. That's kind of where we're at with this now, guys. So the first thing I noticed is like at the end of last stream, if I start this game again, what we did was we're soft locked, but that's kind of intentional. Like a person shouldn't be able to should I demonstrate the other scene quickly? We're on a limited timeline, so yeah, I think it's worth doing. Let me exit here, quickly bring up UEFN, and from here, we'll open a different project. We're going to continue the load from my projects. I'll show you guys the bigger Fortnite solution. Don't save. Goldie, your color just changed for me. That's weird. I've never seen you in a different color like that, Goldie, but it's fine. I know that. Hold on. It's because it's Imposter Goldie. It's Alt Goldie. It's 1000 Goldie, not what Goldie 1000. Imposter. Imposter. That's why his name's a different color. Get him out of here. Gold Poster. We know that it should be like Silver 1000 if it was... it's Fool's Gold. Exactly, Sly. It's Fool's Gold. Did you just time yourself out? That's hilarious. Okay, so we're launching new session. We're launching new session with our other scene. And from there, we are going to... So validate the local files. You think he'll notice? It took me a while, to be honest. It took me a while to notice. I didn't see it. I didn't see it for a while. Yeah. I did notice though. I did notice. It was like fast with all those like stupid things we did to mess with our computer. You got me. You did. Very true. Okay, so will this load the session? Yes, absolutely. Leave that. And off we go. So this is the environment. I'm super excited about this. I think this is one of the most polished custom UEFN games out there, right? Ain't nobody got art like we got art. We have the whole On Point Games art integrated into UEFN here, ready to go for a sick mini game. And so you guys have already seen those arcade cabinet, like the arcade cabinet activator. We're going to be running up to these arcade machines and going boom, and then getting teleported to different mini games. So you've already seen like it locks us in place and we can't do anything but shoot. And it takes us to first person. And so essentially it makes Unreal Engine into an aim trainer. It's like instant aim trainer when you run up to one of these arcade machines. So that's what we're playing with. And let me finish loading this session so I can show you. And now you should have all the context for what we're trying to do. So in the last episode of us learning UEFN, I actually literally like we spent, was it like two streams, and I spent one whole stream's worth of time off stream learning how to write Verse, the programming language. Not math. I'm pretty sure you are actually math. That name is a lie. That name is a lie, my friend. Just like 1000 Goldie. What is this? Is this Bizarro stream? Is this why our numbers are so high? Do we actually just have half the number of viewers and everybody's in there with an alt account as well? That's how is that? It's well, I mean, that's one way to get your stream numbers up, isn't it? Just like every one of your viewers comes on with 2 accounts at the same time. Okay, here we go, guys. So this is Fortnite, as you know, but it's like this is our map. This is what we've created. Anybody who's played On Point, and like has the idea of what that like nostalgic arcade, like Time Crisis Point Blank kind of feeling is like in this environment will know that, like, yeah, this is Fortnite, but at the same time, this is really very on-point-ish environment. So this is what we're aiming at doing. We're aiming at connecting this. And so the direction you're facing when you enter the portal is really important. Because if I go into this portal, right, I don't want to be facing this way. I want to be facing that way, right? Because this is the dragon minigame. So every environment needs to have its own, like, we need to be facing the right way. Because soon we're going to put arena cages in all of these different directions. And so what we've been like kind of writing in the other environment is like setting up all of the stuff to make that teleporting and locking work. So let me exit this. We're going to end that game. I'll go open the other project again. So we'll cancel the load, or rather we'll continue to load. In my projects, let's go to our first island. I'm pretty sure I saw these in a power video. What do you mean, Mashup Man? You mean like you mean the teleporters? Or tell me more. I need to go and look at a whole bunch of power videos and stuff. Hey, how you doing? Sam, welcome to the chat, man. Is everybody here learning Verse with you? I mean, I'm kind of learning Verse, and I think a lot of people might be learning along, as we go. Just like, checking out what we're doing. And I'm sure through osmosis, a lot of learning is happening, or at least I hope so. So in our code, so let's open up our Verse code. We'll open up Verse in VS Code. It is pretty interesting emotes over in YouTube, isn't it, Goldie? I don't know where they get those from. Is that just like, is there an emote keyboard in YouTube? I don't get to see it the same perspective as you guys do. So, oh, that's not good. That's never good. We opened up yesterday's work and it's decided everything's an error. Okay, external macro expected here since the code is a digest. Be cool if I knew what a digest was. Don't you think? Oh, no, it's all right. We just needed to hit build. All right, no problem. We're off. Okay, so here we go. This is what we were doing with the teleport. So we've got teleport player to minigame, right? We remove the player's velocity. We put them to a position above the offset, and then we get the target's rotation, and then we add 180 degrees to this. So what we should be doing is the rotation of the target, and this target right now is the target object. I mean, target object might be a little bit minigame position object. Let's go with something like that. One thing I hate is you can't actually minigame location. There's no way to like refactor like that. We have to freaking find and replace. Can you believe it? So this can be minigame platform. Let's go with that. Minigame platform. Is that all of it? Just 2 references? That's not so bad. We're going to have to reassign this in the editor though. And where's that? Okay. So I'll launch the session. Ban hammer? Who got banned? Who got banned? For chaos? Psych. Don't tempt him. Don't tempt him. Goldie might actually hit the ban hammer for no, just because he's weirded out by those emotes. Some of them are pretty weird, to be fair. What are you talking about? The island looked very familiar. Mashup Man, that island, the only way you could have seen that island is here on this stream, or if you've played On Point. Unless somebody I'm fairly confident that On Point is very original in terms of those different environments and props and stuff. Okay. We'll leave this environment. Not Math is laughing. What have I done that's funny? I'm sorry, Math. Half the time I don't even know. Okay, so we're going to have to reassign the minigame platform. This can, I mean, it's a trigger. The custom teleporter device, I actually wanted to rename this at the end of last stream as well. So let's first do that minigame platform rename, and then we'll go about renaming the class, because I think that's pretty important to get right. Like, good names are really, really, really important. So here's our custom teleporter device. The minigame platform, that's going to be this object here. Though interesting that is no longer considered a part of the work in progress. There it is, actually. It's the mutator zone. There's the test platform. So we can select our device and then drag our... that's one thing that annoys me about this. I like to drag and drop. I'm very Unity-esque with this. So this is the test platform. Yep. Okay, the test platform. Now let's go have a look at this thing, because which way is it rotated? So if it's forward is... if we, like right now when we spawn, we're facing that way. What happens if I rotate this 180 degrees? I'm curious, because in theory now I'll be facing the other way. So let's push those changes and have a look in the game. All right. So yeah, still waiting. There's a lot of waiting with this engine. That's the most frustrating thing about it, I think, is all the waiting you have to do just to get it to like run the thing that you want. Push changes, we save the changes, validates the local source files. We're still waiting, and there's not even like a Windows time estimate for how long it's going to be. Updates the actual files by pushing them over the wire. It creates the module versions. I wonder if this is like its compile step. There's so many questions I have about this. Where is it? All right, excellent. Any minute now, please. Yeah. Next song. We may as well play a minigame while we wait, right? Is that a cockroach, psych? Who the hell made a cockroach emote in YouTube? I think this is going to be the most YouTube-y... Hold on, was there actually somebody that got banned? I missed it. I missed it. They must have, like, their message must have been removed if you actually did ban somebody in YouTube, Goldie. Has it finished? This is finished. Why isn't it reloaded in Fortnite? Oh, this frustrates me so much. Honestly, it does. Any moment. What have I done wrong? Nothing. It's just updating the session. What if I start the game? Does that change anything? I mean, we know that it hasn't updated because this isn't rotated. This should be rotated. What is it? Oh, it is. It totally is. Okay, and now it's... Anyway. You liked math in school? Sam, I actually worked harder on math than any other subject by far. I probably put as much time into learning math as like, yeah, literally as any other subject. And I only got like a B in math. And that was not even like the hard math. It was like the math B subject. So in school, believe it or not, I'm really good at math now. I wasn't very good at math. And what it took was like using mathematics to program. Then it put me in a context where, you know, where the programming became practical, and then I started to like math. So it was, yeah, it's a bit of a paradox. Okay, so why, when I teleport there, because notice guys, if I reactivate this, I'll end the game, start the game, I'll walk to the teleporter pad, like our own custom teleporter pad. And then as it activates it, we should see this happen, right? We should see on trigger, we should So spawn just like spawns a thread. So this asynchronously runs this. That's what suspends means. We're going to run a thread where we remove the character velocity, and then we get this. Where is the target? Target is the minigame platform.transform. So let's rename that from target to. So this becomes mini. So platform transform. I don't like how verbose that becomes now when it's a part of other things. So maybe instead of... I don't like that. I don't like it. We could just call it platform instead of platform transform. I think I like that better. Like that. Yes, okay, so if this is the transform of it, if I go dot rotation, that should, in theory, be the local yeah, it should be the rotation of this platform transform. So if I get the y-axis, make rotation from your pitch roll degrees, write your degrees pitch roll. Okay, so your is spin around the y-axis, I'm pretty sure. Let's go have a look at like images.google.com. Gokiburi is cockroach in Japanese, and Nelapia hates them. Is that like, so is that a thing you guys do, is like drop cockroaches in the chat as like weird things to freak her out? It's he's so focused today. Sly, I've only got an hour left. We got to get it all done. I want to make progress on this today. So from your pitch roll, let's see what your looks like. Your is rotation around the up axis. So yes, this is correct. We want to get the platform's rotation. Get axis is a vector 3. Is Y the up axis? I think like this is like cast the whole thing into doubt. Get axis is going to be, yeah, I don't even if it's 0. But Y, I know, like Y should be up, but maybe it's Z. We can have a quick look. At least it should be quicker to like publish verse code changes than like the rest of the changes, because we go push verse changes, we should see that come through in Fortnite here without any other change. Any minute. Z is the up axis under normal conventions. I mean, earlier that was a point of dispute, Sly. I don't know if, like, for me, Y is always up, but we're about to find out. So if I hit that, it's still just facing the same wrong direction. 100, hold on, did we rotate it though? I mean, that is actually facing the right direction, though we need to... I don't know, I'm a bit confused about it. What we can do is duplicate the whole shebang. Because right now it seems to just be like completely ignoring rotation. Teleport to... I mean, does teleport to set the rotation of the, like, absolutely it should. I can't imagine why with it, this would be anything but the what if we just do this? Does that work? That could be a nice, like, that could be a nice, with like, then we don't need to do like these two things. I could just use the rotation of the platform. Let's give that a shot. That removes a whole bunch of like faffing about if it's possible. Let's run that. Because I don't even know what the rotation of this thing is, but like if I look at it, right now it should be facing that direction. And then we can just always make the, art that Jose does rotated right. Because he can always rotate the model. And like, you know, why are we messing around trying to get this right when he can just rotate the model? Our art will be like, hey Jose, please just rotate the arena cage so that forward is forward, and then it'll be fine, right? But what I just really do want to determine is if I rotate the arena, that it definitely, come on, push verse changes, did that work? If we rotate the arena, that the rotation like translates to the player when the player gets spawned in that position. That's the thing that we really, really need to do. We need to make sure that that works, and then we're just fine. Yep. Okay, here we go. Boom. Yes, that rotation was 100% right. I'm happy with that. So now, just to test this, what if we took all of this stuff? How do you, this is very annoying. You should be able to select in the editor. So the shooting range is all of that stuff. Should be possible to select multiple things at once. I've done this before. Undo that. Wrong change. Okay, hold on. Can anyone recall what the lasso select type thing was? Is there even an option like that? It's been a little while since I've used Unreal Engine, but we can just do this. All of that up until here, then rotate around. World space coordinates might be okay. And yes, okay, good. If I rotate this whole thing that way, and now I take our test platform, mutator zone. I mean, we don't even need the first person camera, but we may as well. We take these things and we rotate them 180 degrees. And we also move them in place. What I'm hoping will happen here is when we spawn, we'll have the right location again. So let's push those changes. And when we hit the Control Alt Drag, Jesse, thank you. That's really handy. I'll try that as soon as this is finished initializing. This should now, in theory, enable us to, like when we hit the teleporter, we should still wind up in the same mini game facing the same way. So that matters. No matter how the mini game is facing, the platform determines the direction that we're looking in. And if we can do that, then I can start to like, let's duplicate this and make a bunch of different mini games. And then we'll be getting to a point where we're kind of like, we've got that basic game loop going. And, oh, that would be really cool. That would be a great way to wrap the stream up at the end of the hour. Is to, if anybody else has Fortnite installed and up to date, it might be possible for us to actually get some people in and play the first ever like cooperative on point in Fortnite. We might actually be at the point where we can do that together, guys. In theory. I don't know what the hell's happening here. I think it has to do with the editing. Right? Wouldn't that be cool? Who's keen? Anybody up for it? Could be kind of exciting. Historic moment. This is completely glitched. Come on, session. Update that. Me? Crazy? You're keen? Hell yeah. I'd be so keen for that. I'm not sure that you can just do it, but maybe you guys can tell me. If we're Fortnite friends, can I just like invite a person to play in this? I imagine I can if I head back to the lobby and then I from the lobby I have a session and I can just like go back to the lobby. People can join and I can start the session. In theory, you can all play with me then, and we can test this out. How many should we do? Let's just start with like, I'll start with 2, make sure that I can run to both of them and see if it works. And then from there, what we could in theory do is like add a few more, and we can say like, if like 4 people want to play, then we might be able to just like get it to run. You may have to set up a playtest on the creator portal. Possibly. But I also think you can maybe just like enter the game with a party. So if we party up and then I enter it, we'll see. Because I did try that with a different, like with Jose at work. We managed to like playtest something together. And that means if it works the same way it did with Jose, that it might work the same way with you guys. By the way, the cinematic sequence device is a very powerful device. Adding such a professional intro. Yeah, okay. That's pretty cool, Sam. It's, yeah, really great suggestion. And Sam, welcome back, by the way. Were you in the chat earlier? Holy crap, you asked questions before and I didn't even like register because the color of the name was different. Wow. Welcome back. It's so awesome to have you here, man. That's so cool. I think it's because my, like, this shows how powerful colors are. I need to bring colors into the chat that we see on the side so that I can actually just like have the right, have colors and stuff working. You know what? The other thing that I can do, if I was really smart about this, is though I lose all of the emotes completely, I could actually use our chat system to have my OBS chat working. That would be pretty sweet. All right, this one I think is ready. Yes. See how we're in the minigame, even though we rotated the whole minigame? So it looks like we're good. This has totally worked. So now, let's just make sure. All right, so we've got a few mini games here. We've got mini game 1 over here, but we should be able to, if I mean, here's the mini game area. Let's make a new group. All of this can go to move to a. It's almost like a whole prefab. I don't know enough about the prefab system yet, but the shooting range will be a like a different thing from the mini game. In theory, we can duplicate this. So this is, we've got one mini game, we've got a second mini game. All of that should. Now, what was the shortcut? Somebody said it before. We could do this with Control Alt, no, Control Alt drag, I don't think so. Yes, actually, I was wrong. That does work. So let's get rid of that. All those can go. That should be on. What have I done with that? Okay. All of that. Maybe we can. Alright, that's weird. No. Let's undo that. I don't want to break it. I am very close to breaking it all. Okay, hold on. Everything on, please. Whoa. If I hit this, shouldn't that toggle the visibility for everything? Anyway, bring it all back. Where is that? Hold on, this too. I feel like I'm going to need to learn some of these shortcuts a bit better. It's been so long since I worked well in this environment. All right, that's one of the mini games. Where's the other one? Okay, that's the mutator zone. Something's gone. Yeah, it's gone quite awry. I'm gonna try to undo it a fair bit, get back to the point where I was comfortable with it. I think that's about here. before I duplicated it. Yeah. So, custom teleporter device, custom trigger. I think all of this, like if this was enough, like if this was possible to just like duplicate that. All right, hold on guys. Do you have a sticky N key? What do you mean, psych? Like, you just learned something? What'd you learn, crazy? If the Twitch user doesn't pick a color, it'll be random every stream. Right, is that what you just taught? Is that what like crazy just learned? Yeah, color has a lot to do with like understanding stuff in terms of like visual understanding. For me, that's basically why I did this, guys. Why I put all the different like profile pictures. It's so much easier for me to see a okay, the controller, the drag, you didn't know that? Yeah, it's pretty handy. Though I do want to, like, I would like to have some way to, yeah, hold on, select all descendants. This is what I was after. Yep. So, duplicate this. Duplicate that hierarchy. From here, we can select, where was it? I definitely had it there. From here, select all descendants. These can move across, then we'll have a completely separate second mini game. I don't necessarily want that because these are all going to be centralized. So we've got two mini games, one with an environment, one with no environment. Let's push those changes and have a run. I should be able to now, from the spawn spot, run to the two different platforms, and it should take me to different mini games because they're connected differently. And that will be like, yeah, then we'll be in a position to create a whole bunch of different like score systems, like not even score systems, a whole bunch of different shooting ranges. And those shooting ranges can have their own score systems independently. And you know, if I think about it, that means right here, there is a score system. So this is going to be the thing activating the mini games. We then are going to have a score system. And it's going to be this type of a relationship. The arcade minigame is going to speak to the score system. The player will be like the arcade minigame activator. That's going to be something that like this does what we've just seen, where it teleports you to the location. And then the players are just going to go and like shoot for a time. And then each of the arcade minigames will report what the player did interacting with them in order to get a score. And then the score system can remove the player. So that's how that's eventually going to work. With the code, can you make the editables into an array so you don't have lots of separate verse devices? Okay, huh? You can make the editables into an array. Heck yeah, crazy. I would love to learn how to do this. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. First, we're just going to test this, and then I'm 100% going to do that. Actually, even while we're waiting for it to update session, because you know how long it takes to do that, I'm actually going to take your suggestion. So let's see, where is it? With your code. So while that does its loading, let's head across here. So I have a bunch of editables that I want to put into an array so that I don't have lots of separate verse objects. Verse devices, editables. Talk me through doing this. Talk me through doing this. Sam, are you testing your color? Are you picking a color and sticking to it? I see you throwing some tests there, and I'm guessing it's because you've just learnt, like, yeah, you were red just a moment ago, and now you're green. That's so cool. Today's goal, I would like to I would like to get to the point where, like, we've got 2 different mini games. I think I essentially would like to get it to the point. What was I saying? I'd like to get it to the point where, let me go consult our diagram. We've got this like arcade minigame activator. I think if we can get to the point, I said if we can get to the point where there are multiple arcade minigames, that's going to be a good point to be at. This one, guys, this one should warp us to there. This one should warp us to there. I think I'll do this, and if this works, I'll get like 4 or 5 in there, Sam. And after that, the next thing I'll be aiming to do is like try and get a bunch of people in and see how much we can actually get done with that. And potentially like figure out how to make these things a prefab. Boom, into the minigame. Oh, we shot the teddy in the head again. I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that. Okay, and then we've warped back. We've got a score. Boom, different place. Hell yeah. Nothing to shoot. Very boring minigame. Very boring minigame, comparatively speaking. And we're back. And both are deactivated. Excellent. Excellent. I think we're almost locked in. Hold on. What was Sly saying? I remember at a time when I was one of the smaller number with green. It's too common now. I need a new color. Is everybody using that green? Okay, this is pretty cool, guys. Like now we have multiple, like we have multiple teleporter pads with multiple locations. I can now spread those mini games out across the world. Let's do that. Let's get like 4 of these bad boys in there. Actually, before we do that, it seems like I was about to learn something useful from what Crazy said. You can organize multiple editables as an array in a single verse deck to make your device cleaner and more manageable in Unreal Editor for Fortnite. This is a common and effective approach to handling a collection of devices, lights, barriers, custom props that you wish to control from one verse script. I mean, we're definitely going to do that. We'll get to the point where these systems are going to be their own. Actually, let's see. Where is it? All of these things are related to an arcade minigame. So all of the stuff in the hierarchy, basically under like this stuff, all of that is like one group of things that we want to collect into we want to put it into in Unity, it'd be a prefab or, a collection of like, we want to logically group those things. So if that's the case, if that's what this system allows us to do, then I'm for it. I'm really keen to get that going. That you wish to control in a single verse script. So I don't know if there's going to be a single verse script, but really there is already a single verse script that controls all these things, right? That single verse script is our custom teleporter device. And I think this is something I definitely want to rename. So that's on the roadmap for today too. And so we really only have 40 minutes left to do it. So let's go for it. Okay, define an editable array in your device. Example function to enable all devices. Okay, hold on. Are you just talking about like... All right, here we go, Sam. Here's our code. Which part were you looking at? I'll hold here, Sam, because I know that the stream lags a little bit behind it. But yeah, if you want to point it out, let me know. But for now, I think we're looking pretty good. Otherwise, do you have a problem, Sam? Because we can't hold forever. Otherwise, I'll keep them moving. And Crazy, when you're talking about you make the editables into an array. Is this what you were talking about? Has it like, because this doesn't help us. I need to group them logically into something that, like, in Unity it'd be called a prefab, and then, you know, usually I'd group prefabs together, like a bunch of game objects into a prefab. I'd export that prefab so I could import it into a different project. That's going to be another useful thing that we need to learn how to do, is how to like get code from project to project. Okay, sorry, I'll left it on screen. Only 5 seconds. I need to check something. Right. Okay, with the Tycoon code I use, for each step, you add 1 to the array, so the zone, price, resource type, and props all to show, all add 1 to the array. There will definitely eventually be a system. There'll be a system like this system here. This is going to be like the game flow. That's going to be handled in this thing. And so this is going to have a collection of rounds, and rounds are going to have a collection of arcade mini games. And so this will have an array of those type of objects. So there'll be an array in like rounds of, you know what, we don't even necessarily need that, right? This is kind of like self-managing. This is going to be moving players around and tracking progress and stuff like that, but it'll be largely self-managing. So, okay. In your code, you teleport to platform location or custom. You can see it's the platform's translation, or its location plus a position above it. And so the character is going to teleport there, and it's going to take on the rotation of the mini game. So it's always going to face in a predictable way when the mini game starts. So yeah, if you can see something there, Sam, like speak up. I'd love to correct it, but so far it seems to be working pretty well. I'm not aware of any issues with it yet. Yet being the operative word. I'm sure that we'll find something down the line. Okay, where are we at with this? Okay, let's make a few more of these things because we're looking pretty good with it. Work in progress can be minigame. This is also going to be a minigame, or really it's the, what have we been referring to it? Minigame activator. Minigame activator 1. This can be minigame activator 2. If we duplicate this now, we've got activator 3. We should be able to select all descendants. We'll move that, say, there. We can still keep our teleporter centralized. So there's a third one now. And let's do one more just for funsies. Duplicate that hierarchy. This is just to like test that the systems are working at this point, guys. And we'll rotate that 180 degrees, or even actually 90 degrees will be just fine for what we need. No, you know what? 180, another 90 that'll do it. And we can do the same for these other ones too, actually. May as well just like make a lot of them. That said, before we do this fourth one is going to have a trigger that we want to move into a new location. So there's the fourth location. And we'll also duplicate that first one because it's got the shooting ranges. You know what? I think we'll also probably duplicate these shooting ranges as well, just to test like the facing heading. Okay, hold on. So in your code, you teleport to platform, location, or custom. So, all right, Sam, if you do end up coming up with a solution for that, if you actually have just let me know if you actually have some correction that you think we can improve the code with. Be very open to to stopping and taking some time to improve. Okay, Crazy, what have you got? Okay, sorry, I don't know enough about code. Wasn't sure if you'd want to make it so that you can add a bunch of paired trigger/props to teleport to on the same device, or if you want to make a bunch of different verse devices. Your way is probably easier anyway because it auto adds the new zone and prop to the device. The other way, you'd have to do it manually. Yeah, I mean, no problem at all. I think this is like duplicating like this is still not ideal. What I want to do, and I don't know how to do it yet, but there's going to be a way probably to create a prefabricated object. I think they even still call them prefabs in Unreal Editor. So I think UEFN might have a similar concept. And so we're going to turn minigame activators into their home prefab system, and we'll do the same with minigames as well. This minigame is going to be a prefab. And so that's something we have to learn how to do, is how to like compartmentalize these things into like prefabs that can be exported from the project and imported into a new one. So that's, yeah, 100% on our to-do list. So do you think we have 4 people who want to test this thing out? I reckon we're probably at a point where we can do that. So we've got minigame. So this is going to be minigame 1. So let's try duplicating this as well. Duplicate that hierarchy. We'll have minigame 2. We'll select all descendants. Oh, hold on. That's my bad. That's not what was supposed to happen here. So, do we have a minigame 2 in the scene now? No. Ah. So what have we got here? This should be part of minigame activators, and the minigame itself are supposed to be different, separate things. Minigame arena. Oh, something's gone weird with this one. So where is this object? It's in the minigame activator. This one shouldn't be yeah, okay. That's going to be minigame 1. So I should actually call this something different. Shooting range 1. Then this is going to be minigame activator 1. So that's actually a minigame activator now. I don't know how they got misnamed. So then we can duplicate the shooting range, duplicate that hierarchy. Nacho! You're here to... I'm going to fight Seb in the kitchen and set baking paper on fire. Nacho, I had a really, really big day. I think you get it with like... It was a very... I was doing businessy stuff all day, and I really, really needed to... oh, I've just hit Alt because I wanted to snap to grid as I moved, because my brain knows that Alt is doing that in other... hold on. And now it's completely locked up. Yeah, I had a really, really big day. I didn't get to finish work, like admin stuff, business admin stuff, till like midnight, literally. I was doing business admin till midnight, and I don't want to miss my like fortnight of Fortnite. So yeah, it's Nacho does work like, you know, actually you work pretty hard too, Nacho. So, but you're right though, you're right. Work-life balance is really, really important. Okay, all descendants of that duplicated thing. Now this here, why is it snapping so aggressively? Aggressive snapping, probably this. We can we click that to turn it off? All right, why did one thing snap but the other didn't? Here's the way I think we're gonna handle this, because these two things can be completely separate entities, right? So that minigame activator, we can select all of its descendants. Where's our cursor? Oh, of course. All of its descendants apart from... Wait, hold on. The arena is really the... Select all of those descendants. So select all descendants. Excellent. Now that can hopefully grid snap into the right place. Good, 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 good. Okay, where are we at? I was kind enough... Cray was kind enough to chat to me today. Yeah, he's a good dude, hey? He was so generous with his time. Yeah, we talked a bit about you, like, recently, Nacho. I think he's starting to understand what, you know, what Lontel offers that other providers don't. And we've also been talking about a really cool tool that he'd be interested in having for his streams, because he does so much, like... he does so much achievement hunting stuff. There's another idea. So Fastfee is her unique value proposition when she streams, Nacho, is that she does amazing subathons. What Cray does that's different from everyone is his achievement hunting. And so I we've been talking about it, and there'd be a really cool way that we can make it so that chat can track the achievements that he's done on his games, and then it could come up like in the same way that you guys do. You know how right now you sub and like, you know, this comes up with hold on, where is it? It affects right now when subs happen, these things change here. What we could definitely do for Cray's content is, so when he plays, if he does a new achievement, right, it could look at what the active game is just by like consulting Twitch. And then it could also say, okay, chat said he unlocked this achievement, and then we put that into a timeline, and then we keep track of all the people who were there watching when he got that achievement. And then what you could do is you could say for every member of his community who's invested in him like getting achievement unlocks and platinum in games, you could go to every member of his community and you can see which achievements that they were there, like they were live for. I think that's such a cool, like that's another thing straight up that goes into the bag of awesome things that we can make, because then every achievement hunting streamer like wants to have that tool. It's like, I'm really down for that. I think that's another amazing, really, really cool idea, but I don't know. Okay, we collectively are going to have a plan here. Hell yeah. That's sick. That's exciting, Nacho. That's really, really, really cool. I'll call you tomorrow. Gotta have a snooze. Dude, I look forward to it. I'll speak to you tomorrow. I'm probably, because I'm a degenerate, I'm gonna be going until 2 a.m. and then I'll probably get 8 hours sleep, so I'll be up at about 10. Anytime after that, call me, dude. Or you know what, wake me up, whatever. Just call when it suits you. Yeah, it's a cool idea, right, Nacho? Okay, remember how you told me I'm only interested if I feel like I'm delivering value? Cray was the same. Yeah. That's the right attitude. It's the right mentality to have, you know? It totally is. Your work-life balance has been off for a while now, and no work and not much of a life. Sly, I mean, at very least, you're getting together and being a part of a community here. That's a pretty important thing. But if you can get out and be part of a community where you actually like interact with people directly, not just online, I think that really helps as well. So, you know, I hear you, dude. Rach was cool. Yeah, she was really good. She super enjoyed the stream, by the way. She had a really great time. I think she is keen on like making her own Twitch stream now. I don't know how she'll go with the hours and with the, maybe the hours aren't even necessary. Maybe I'm just like weird about hours. But she really enjoyed herself. She had fun. And it was cool to like show a friend, like a normie friend from Brisbane, like what I've been doing, because, I've like, now that I've moved to Melbourne, people are like, what's he doing down there? They're really curious about what's going on. And so, yeah, it was cool to show at least one of them what the heck is happening with this, what the streaming stuff is about. So she actually gets it now. But yeah, it's very different too, guys, being like behind the camera in a stream versus in front of it. It's a completely different experience. Okay, all descendants. Notice how some of this stuff like didn't move? Oh, that's what's happening. That's so strange. See how the walls are snapping, but the... that's just weird. Okay, can I turn snapping off for just a certain type of environment? Rach is a VS Code ambassador, and that was awesome. Yeah, she did have fun, Goldie, and I'm glad you thought she was cool, Sly. Yeah, she is cool. She is cool. She's been a really good friend. She's like, you know, she's been there for me when I needed her a few times. So it was really nice to be able to help her out while she was in, you know, here in Melbourne, just to be like, you know, show her around a little, give her an idea of what I'm doing. She was interested in understanding it more. So yeah, she also, I think she's a pretty like sassy, witty person. So it was nice to be able to introduce a friend to what I've been doing. Don't worry, Cray never lets us forget his achievements. It's exactly like that, Sly. That it really, that type of feature would totally feed the ego of achievement hunters. And the thing that we could do with it too is like, there's a lot of Twitch achievement hunters out there. Once you have them doing achievements like that, you could totally create leaderboards of like, you know, different Twitch streamers and how many achievements they've unlocked and how many people were there to witness them too. Like things like that. You could really make an amazing feature set, just like with the subathon features. I don't think it does exist, Sly. Like you can track your achievements on the different platforms. Like Steam will tell you what all your achievements are. I don't think there's anything that like pulls all the accounts of all the different streamers and puts the achievements together with like who was watching them at the time. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So, Goldie, I know it's quiet here, but we don't have to spam the emotes. But yeah, look, Nacho, I'm really looking forward to speaking to you tomorrow. It's really cool that you that you have some ideas and that you and Cray have been cooking and talking. That's very exciting to me. I think that's absolutely awesome. I've been telling Cray, like, I want to collaborate with him on like that project I mentioned and other projects as well. Cray's like a really, really, he's a really good dude. I would consider him a good friend, and being able to work with him on something, I'd jump at the chance to do that, man. I really would. So yeah, I can't wait to speak to you tomorrow, man. Sure. Maybe if you can find it, Sly, if you can find, I did have a look. I did actually look, and I did look to try and find something like that. Can't wait to see what you two come up with. Yeah, Goldie, the number of things that Nacho is working on right now that are incredibly exciting is like kind of huge. Like, you think this stream has a lot of cool projects on the go? You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet, my friend. It's I'm pretty excited by the potential there, not just the potential like of what we're doing on the stream. There's a lot that's happening behind the scenes, guys, that has such massive potential. And I'm getting really distracted here. So, as in usual style, like I was focused for a while, but now I'm distracted. Nacho tends to have that effect, if I'm being honest. But all right, where are we all? Let's select all descendants. Okay, so how can I stop that snapping? It's got to be something here. Maybe it's like Fortnite cell snap. What if I turn this off? Let's have another try. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we're learning. So let's try undoing a bit. If I undo to the point where... Am I spending too much time trying to be precious with this? We're just testing here. Let's just delete all this stuff, honestly. We didn't need it. This should be a little bit neater, but these are just props. Whoops, not the floor. Undo that. That can go. That can go. That can go on the other end. That shouldn't be floating. I'm not okay with that, but... These can go inside again because they're the score system. We want to keep that together. And then here, we can go back and copy that. That little blue grid icon at the top left snaps to grid, which I think makes stuff snap the way you want it to move. The little blue grid icon at the top left, this one. Toggle whether the object snaps to the grid when you move them. Yeah. I think it was really just like, yeah, that one was the issue, but we'll try that one too. We'll try this too. So, okay, here we go. Shooting range. We can duplicate shooting range 2. That one still has everything in its right spot. We can then, with shooting range 3, select all the descendants. That can go here. Now, it looks like it was that snap, not the blue snap. So, I don't know what the blue snap was doing, but we'll leave it like it was. And then we'll undo this, and then with this deselected, we can move it again. There we go. The little blue grid icon at the top left snaps to grid, I think, which makes stuff snap when you move it. Yeah. Okay. At least Mr. CEO didn't drop a 100 bomb this time. No, I know, right? It's he can't do that. He literally should not be. He really just like I can't cope with it when he does. It's too much, and it's like freaks me out, guys. It freaks me out. Okay, so this is kind of getting chaos with the way that these like objects. Really, I think like this probably needs to sit with the mini game, or even actually with the. Because this is not something in the final game that players are even going to see. So we're going to like probably delete everything but one of these eventually when we're done with our testing. And then we'll group them together so that those things appear at the same time. Simtex, thank you so much. Blah, 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 blah. Simtex, thank you so much for subbing again. You've been here 4 months from the very start. That's amazing. Every time that number goes up, I can't believe how like, you know, how long I've been doing this now. It doesn't feel like very long at all, and I really appreciate you following along for the whole journey. I know how big of a supporter you are to Fast's stream. I'm never going to forget, like, you gifting Goldie that VIP in Fast's chat, dude. You are always so welcome here, and I'm thrilled to have you as a part of this community, and thank you for subbing. That means you're going to be able to watch our content, like, you know, watch what we're doing here without worrying about ads and stuff like that, which means you're going to have a better experience. And I really want you to have a great experience while you're here. So that's awesome of you to sub. Thank you so much, Simtex. How have you been? 4 months now. Wow, right? Exactly. Did you just predict what I was going to say with your message? Because I pretty much did it. I pretty much went blah, 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 blah. Wow, 4 months, blah, 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 blah. You hit the nail on the head, dude. You actually got it. You predicted it perfectly. Okay, push these changes. Let's see if this works. And then maybe, like, we've got 15 minutes left. We can jump in with whoever wants to, like, friend up on Fortnite and like try this out. 1 in 4 of us is going to get a blank place where they'll be stuck in place with no targets, and that'll be very sad for them. But the rest of us are going to have fun. I think we're all going to get different scores because we'll be in different score systems. That's another thing which is important as a part of this test. So here we go. Keep playing. We'll let this update. Is that Keck because we actually did call it so what's going on? I'm only seeing 2 teleporters and they're not working. I'm just not going to trust it until it finishes rebuilding. And these all broke. How are half of them broken? That's not what I was seeing. I'm not gonna worry about it until it's until we've got Unreal Editor like finished and saying that it's done. It's just still saying that the session is updating. Hello, Simtex. Welcome to the chat. Great to have you here. Come on down. How have you been? Thank you again. Did you? Yeah, you were here for me thanking you for the tier 1 4-month subscription streak. That's so good, dude. Thank you again. How have you been? I saw you. Yeah, Simtex, I saw you dropping emotes and fasses. I was helping. So now that I'm like, now that I'm here in Melbourne, I've been running businesses, and so Fass is, on one hand, she, you've seen her coffee cup. She's just a girl, but on the other hand, she's also running a business. And so today, a lot of time was spent helping Fass with her business, actually. And we happened to be at her computer, and her chat window happened to be open because OBS was open. And I could see Simtex just being there like, stream, like dropping emotes, like waiting for her stream to come live. It was really cool to see. I freaking love that. Every time I'm testing in my chat, guys, like every time I'm like testing things here, it'll be like math, or it'll be who else is really often here. Sometimes it'll be Vegas. Like people are just lurking in the chat when the stream isn't even going on, just waiting for, I don't know, like waiting for the stream to go live. It's so good. It's so cool to see that. That's really heartwarming stuff, guys. Okay, we've got 4 teleporter pads, 5 teleporter pads, 4 teleporter pads. This is the player spawner. So this should take us to a different mini game each time. This one got buggered up, but whatever. It is a mini game. After 10 seconds, we are going to get out of here. Excellent. New mini game. Excellent. Should I clean up before I put you all in it? Yeah, let's do it. These things should be not visible in game. So, if I select that, good. This one, if I select the trigger, excellent. This can come there then. What trigger is this related to? Okay, hold on. 2 related to that, or are there 2 in? Yeah, there are. There's 2 in place. So this one can go, that can go there. That can go right next to it. Because those are associated. We don't want visible in game for any of these. We've got that one. Yep, so this one can go, oops. Undo. You guys are just going to have to imagine for now that these are arcade cabinets. Just to keep it all nice and coherent. There's one, there it is. Hiding way down here. Undo that because I moved it on the wrong axes. Alright, cool. Also not visible in game. Let's put this somewhere like there, so when we all spawn there's a bit of a scramble to get to this thing. What was this again? Item granter. Yeah, that has to go in the same location as that. So everyone gets a gun. That'll do. Let's push those changes and... Cool. Alright, who's in Fortnite? Who wants to play some Fortnite, guys? Let's see if this even works, because this is going to be a really interesting test, actually. If I return to lobby, so let's first let it push changes so that we know that it's working. Stay selected, this can update, and that can push. Let's friend up. Let's friend up. Can we do that straight from this? I think we can. Find player by display name. We've got Crazy who's online. Crazy, are you in? I saw you were in before. We've got Binge, but I'm guessing Binge is not in the stream, even if he is online. We've got Fass, and we've got Jose. Who else? I don't have that many friends, surprisingly. One time I played on Fass's stream, and I got like 20 friend requests. It was nuts. So how do we do this from in here? Let's see. Your title should say 5 of 14. That's what Goldie said, but I don't know. You've never played Fortnite? Well, Sly, now's the time to try it out, because you won't be playing a Fortnite game at all. You'll be playing the best aim trainer ever. Eventually. Asterisk, when completed. Not currently completed. Still very, very early. It's the worst aim trainer ever right now. I'm so sorry, but it'll be better, I promise. So if you get in, you can say, I played the best game trainer ever before it was good. Yeah, you could do it. That could be you. I queried this at the start. Yeah. I mean, let me just double check it, because I actually did schedule this whole thing out, and then let's see. Let me consult my calendar. Oh my God, you guys are right. I'm gonna have to go back and freaking fix this. It's so annoying. All right, it is day 5. How did that go so fast? How did that go so fast? I'll update it. Done. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through and rename it everywhere, which is very frustrating. All right, it's reloading. Good. Psych, what happened was number 3, I did offline because I noticed at the end of number 2, people were getting a little bit tuned out when I was just reading documentation. And that's my approach when when learning new systems. I actually just like lock in, hyper focus, and learn. I read all of the most important documentation back to front. And that really gives me a head start on like understanding systems and stuff. So that's what I did. And I figured you guys didn't want me to just like, because that stream wasn't the greatest stream, and I want to really be respectful of everybody's time and make sure that it's entertaining. I just did that on my weekend. I spent a whole day just reading documentation quietly, and I got through a lot of it off stream, but I didn't actually build anything. I just read about stuff and looked at some YouTube videos. So yeah, nice triggers, bro. Thank you, Sam. Would you like to jump in and try it? We're actually at the point where I think if I return to lobby, my thought is that now I can invite some people, and then hopefully without some people in the lobby, I can hit start game and it'll take us all into that mini game. I think that might possibly be possible. We're about to find out. That's my theory at least. So, all right, who's up? Crazy? Invite to party? Who else? Introducing claim all. This is the new way to claim all of all available raw. Yeah, it's Crazy. What's up, Crazy? How you doing? Hold on, how do I emote again? I don't play that much Fortnite either, honestly. A little bit, but not so much that I remember my shortcuts. What was it? Yeah, there we go. We dancing. We dancing. Anyone else? Any other takers? Or is it just me and Crazy? Because we can roll with me and Crazy if you guys want to. I see Faz was online an hour ago, but she's not online now. I have like disabled the sound for this because I figured there's going to be a lot of like back and forth between the engine, and I don't want it just like running in the background. All right, we doing it. You and me, Crazy. Here goes. Ready up. You are going to be the first ever community member to try playing on point in Fortnite. This is a big moment. This is a big moment, and you're here for it, Crazy. You've been very, very helpful getting here, so I'm glad that you're here with me. I imagine Fast goes... Yeah, Fast is 100% asleep. She is 110% asleep. And this is like pretty good actually, guys. This is really good timing. I was trying to have like a short and sweet stream, and this would be a great way, if this works, to like wrap it up. So hold on, let me pause our music because I want to... Music paused. Did that just not work? It's mutual. You're teaching me stuff too. It's great. Good, Crazy, good. Did it kick you back as well? Welcome, Penny. Penny's in the chat. How's it going? It's good to see you. How you been, Penny? Good to see you again. Oh, did you see the error there? Okay, hold on. UEFN session, join. Let's see, I want to kick that music off while we wait. Oh, the session's disconnected, so that's why. Launch the session. All right, hold tight, Crazy. Hold tight. We're not far off. Penny, do you have Fortnite? Would you like to play a Fortnite map with us really quick? We're about to try the first prototype. I am about to go to bed, Penny. It will not be long. Fastvi actually gave me permission to stream this time. She was like, you help me all day with this thing. Go stream real quick and get your stream in so that you can keep doing your, like, you can make sure that you do all 14 days of your 14 days of Fortnite. So, okay, no penny for UEFN stuff. What's happening for you right now, Crazy? Are you on a loading screen? Because I'm guessing if you're not, then maybe, I don't know, we're in a party, so maybe this will work, maybe it won't. I did try this with Jose the other day, and it kind of worked for us then, so maybe this is going to work, maybe it's not. We're about to find out. I have a join button, and what, okay. But there, I have the join button there, but we'll let you load, then hit join and see what happens. Excellent. We're about to find out if this is a thing, because I've seen it before and I need to figure the process out to be able to like play test with all of you guys, because that's one of the coolest things about this whole thing is like we are all going to get to be able to play together, and then we'll be able to design mini games, and then I can be like, all right, let's spawn 100 of this mini game, everybody can play it and give me their feedback, and then we can see who gets the best score and what their strategies were and all that good stuff. This is going to be the most awesome interactive play session, like play testing session / building, like collaborative building. This is the reason I'm so keen to stream doing this, guys. If we can do it together. All right, where you at, Crazy? Did it put you in the map? It spawned me at the wrong spot, which is actually very interesting. I don't know if I'm seeing Crazy around. Oh, I'm going to be stuck here, actually. What if it's doing something. Something is better than nothing. That's really cool. Ah, Polar Robin, dude, thank you for the raid. Thank you so much. How's it going? We're in the middle of working on some UEFN stuff. We've got a game in progress. We've made this new mini game system with a bunch of things. We're about to like connect it to On Point. Welcome, raiders. How are you all? We're doing some UEFN development today. Very different from our chat stuff that we've been making in the past. How's everyone going? Hi ho! Is it off to work you go? Is this the start of your workday? Is this a reference to Snow White and the Seven Dwarves? Is that why I'm getting the raid right now, Polar? How are you doing? It's really, thank you for the raid. I appreciate that so much. It comes up saying I don't have permissions to play. Sadage. Okay, that might actually be a good thing. We might have learned something. Okay, it's like a common greeting in Germany. I didn't even know that. Polar. I always thought that was like a, part of the song from Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. You know the one? Okay, so I think what I can do now is maybe I can add you, Crazy, to like the playtester list, and we can give that one more shot. So Fortnite, create a portal. Let me just load that briefly. So, but that's a good sign. I think that's a really good sign. I'm encouraged by that, Crazy. If we can just like, that's something we can actually work on, right? If it says you need to be X or Y or Z in order to, like permissions is like something we can potentially sort out. It might be the case that this is going to be an easier thing to do. All right. Projects. Damn it. It's not showing me the projects. Maybe it's actually base code who has access to this project. Let me try that. So, how has everyone been going? It's Polar Robin. How was your stream? What were you doing? Why am I creating Fortnite? I really would love to. I would love to be able to. How to explain it? There are lots of creators that I interact with on a regular basis who could benefit from, who have amazing creator codes, do a lot of Fortnite content, and would like have a lot of great ideas for Fortnite maps that they want to make. I want to be able to make it for them. So I'm really trying to become as good as I can, as quick as I can with Fortnite, so that I can start working with some of the great people around me to make amazing games. That's basically it. And I have a lot of good ideas myself about games that I think will do exceptionally well in Fortnite. And so, yeah, the first step for me is to try and do something like really tricky. At the moment, that's like recreating my game On Point. So I'm recreating On Point, and then from there we'll see what happens. We'll see if we can manage to do a good job, or like, we can see what we manage to make. All right, hold on. I think I'm getting close to being signed in. I'm so sorry that there's a bit of a loop here, Crazy. I'm just trying to find the right account to modify the permissions that we need, but that's not far off done. So what were you streaming, Polar? How'd your stream go? Did you have a good stream? Sly's here for the free popcorn. Fair enough. We know I love popcorn, so I'm with you, Sly. Okay. We've got Seb Actuator signed in. I'm now signed into my base code account. And as it worked, applying permissions, that's interesting. Seems like it's doing something. Cool. It's telling me I've successfully changed my password, but it's also telling me it sent me a two-factor login. Oh man, this... Sometimes it can be too... more difficult than it needs to be to get things going. Nyum corn? I mean, corn's pretty good. Have you all seen that? Maybe I'll pull that up while I faff around with other permissions. You all seen that Corn kid? The CEO of Corn? That guy's pretty funny. We'll run something funny while I mess around with trying to get accounts working. Where is he? This kid. He knows his corn.
New Rexona Whole Body Odor Protection. It won't let you down wherever you smell.
For me, I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
Ever since I was told that corn was real, it tasted good.
Did you think corn wasn't real?
But when I tried it with butter, everything changed. I love corn. Corn.
Do you think everyone should be eating corn?
No, not everyone has to like it to be the best.
Yeah.
Everyone just has to try it. Have a bite.
What else are your favorite things?
I play a variety of games. Hide and seek, tag, Never Lava Monster. Yeah, mostly
Never
corn.
Lava Monster.
I mean, then look at this then. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn. Look at this.
It's corn!
Because corn is awesome.
Can you describe corn to someone who's never tasted it before?
A big lump with knobs. It has the juice. It's the part that mostly makes me like the cone.
How much do you think corn should cost?
$1. I hope you will have a cone-tastic day.
A corn-tastic day?
You can tell the guy.
Cone.
You can tell the guy doing the interview like knows he has a viral moment there.
If anyone loves corn, if you come to me, I can tell you all about it.
Do you like corn?
No.
Have you ever had corn before?
No.
Sorry guys, I still don't have this working. It's just trying to, it keeps asking me to verify with my two-factor. And we're past 2 a.m. now, guys. So that might be it. This might be a quest for the next time. Though I've got my two-factor email now. Where are we at with chat? Hold up. Yes, continue, please. Please work. He does really like corn. He is a very cute kid. Yeah, it got remixed into a song, Penny. It's the best song too. It's so freaking funny. Okay. Wait, I got it. We're in. We're in, guys. Let me see if I can now add crazy. You know what? Let's do the corn song while I'm looking that up. Where is it? Yeah. The corn song. It's short. It's corn.
For me, I really like cone.
What do you like about corn?
It's cone. A big corn with knobs. It has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's cone. I can tell you all about it. I mean, look at this thing. When I tried it, I don't anything change. But the best thing about cone is the grease. The corn break can restore your energy. You really appreciate
It's just like auto shooting the kid. I don't think I've even seen this thing. I think I need to enroll in the creator program to make this work crazy. Okay. All right, that's actually kind of crazy, guys. Check this out. So it actually makes you ineligible. You're ineligible to like create a Fortnite map and being creative without spending a bunch of, I'm guessing, V-Bucks. So that's a thing. That's a thing. So it's probably not going to happen today, crazy. Unfortunately, I need to like mess about and get this right. For, you know, to play with you guys, which is a shame because I did have it working on our other map, which means I need to migrate changes into that map in order to make it work. So that's as good a time as any, I think, to wrap the stream. It's been an interesting one. It's been a pretty good one. We did make the progress that we wanted. The only thing we didn't get to do is play it together. So instead, while I faffed about, you guys got to see about corn. I hope the corn education was fun. Not what I meant to be doing, but okay, Goldie, I will check DMs real quick. Let me have a squiz. Okay, hold on. There's so many I got to catch up with. Okay. Seb, still looking good for PlayStation. It worked before. Yeah. So that would absolutely, that one will work, Goldie, but that's connected to the different environment. That environment is the one that's like, okay, Tim. Good to see Tim on YouTube giving me some advice there about this. You have to complete the requirements before you can push it out to everyone. No need V-Bucks. Is it just like pay a certain amount of money? Is that what it's saying there? I'm going to have to look into it because like we have this working, as Goldie pointed out, and he's also saying in the DMs that like we had this working for a different map. You just have to edit for 7 days. You're already at 5. All right, cool. Well, I can do that. We'll just keep going. And yeah, thank you, Tim. As long as I'll read it more carefully off stream, but yeah, so that map, Goldie, that one is the one that I demonstrated at the start of the stream with all the art assets in it. I want to have 2 separate ones where I don't mess up anything with the art assets and I just develop components independently. And then I'm going to move the components from that scene into the bigger map. So I want to be able to test in both places. And so it seems like I probably still need to be able to publish my other one as a different separate thing. So yeah, you gotcha. Yep. So it's 2 a.m. It's 12 past 2, in fact. It's 12 past 2 a.m., which is later than I said I would be by 12 minutes, but pretty damn close. So I think I'm getting better. All right, it's A or B. I see, guys. As a programmer, I should have seen that, Tim. As a programmer, I should have been able to see that it was edit for 7 days or spend this amount of money. So I'm just going to keep editing. We're doing that anyway. What I'll do next stream, I think, is export this stuff as a prefab and move it into the other environment. And then from there, it's going to be pretty easy and straightforward to just invite you all in, because we don't have the same requirements and restrictions, as Goldie pointed out. And, you know, I don't need to... a testing map is a really good way to do things crazy. I just don't want to complicate things more than they need to be. I want things to be working, and I want working things to find their way into the other solution. So yeah, it's really cool to see you in the YouTube chat, Tim. We don't often get like helpful and informative people through YouTube. So it's good to see that the viewership there is growing a little. I don't even know if there are many viewers there, but that was a very good comment, and I really appreciate you helping out. Thanks, Tim. Because we are mostly on Twitch, it's the end of the stream. It's time to find someone to raid. So let me pull Twitch up. I have had guys, like between you and me, I've actually had a amazing day today. I don't know. It was very productive, and I got I got a really nice message that made me super happy today. It was great. So glad that I still got a stream in despite being super busy. But yeah, it's been amazing. Life is pretty freaking good right now, guys. I'm so happy that I decided to do this, that I decided to give the content creation thing a shot, that I decided to move to Melbourne, that things are working out the way that they are. It's like, I'm really happy with it. And a big part of it, honestly, like a huge part of it is you guys. It's like being able to sit here and make things and do it with people like you, and to like have a community, right? I feel like we're building a community here that no, I shouldn't say that. I think Fast built this community. If I'm completely honest, pretty much everybody who's like a really core part of this stream is also a part of Fast V stream, but it's really incredible for you guys to accept me the way that you have, and to you guys are really making life amazing right now. This is the best part of my day. Every time I'm not streaming, I'm looking forward to streaming. You know, things are going really well here. So thanks again for everybody following along with this stream and every other one. I'm sorry that I started so late. I felt compelled to be here anyway and to do this anyway, because I'm really loving doing it. So yeah, that's kind of where it's at. Who's Fast? Never heard of him. Very funny. All right. Well, look, Lana was actually quite nice to us last time we raided her. Don't you think, guys? We could raid Lana, or we could raid Hillfort. Both of them, I think, are really like legit. I like them both. Should we check somebody new out? There's this like C# Fritz guy. What's his stuff? We like C#. What's his deal? He's making some kind of moderation app. Is he trying to like kill? This is like a very complicated Kanban board. Let's go check out Hillfort. Let's have another quick look at who else is around. Oh, dude. I feel like it's going to be Hillfort. He's doing such cool stuff. Dude, that guy's so cool. Good night, Sly. You're going to go get some sleep. Have a great night. Okay. Maybe we should be following Jackie Coates and checking out what she's doing. She's a bit sassy. That's funny. Good night, Sergius. Good night, Crazy. I swear, I'm going to do a good raid. You don't all have to split if you don't want to. Okay, who suggested this? Psych. So this is Godot. I've been wanting to make some Godot stuff. What's her game? What's Lana doing too? Let's go poke our head in at Lana's stuff. Man, her camera is always so washed out. It's funny how like good she is as a software engineer, but how little effort she seems to put into her stream. But okay, we just raided Lana. Hillfort's online. We could try making a new friend here with Jackie Codes. What do you think? She's got 126 people. How many has Hillfort got? All right, vote, guys. 1's in the chat for Hillfort, 2 for Jackie. Who would you like to go see? Priority set, code over stream. What do you mean, Sergius? Okay, hold on. It was 1 for Jackie, 2 for Hillfort. We've got 1 vote for Hillfort Games, a 2nd vote for Hillfort Games. I mean, already 100% of the votes are for Hillfort. Did I just flip it? Oh, sorry. Okay, Jackie. 2 votes for Jackie. Raid. Sorry, I didn't mean to flip it, do an old switcheroo on you there. I just guess it's late and I'm getting it wrong. Raid. Jackie. Codes. Code is more important than stream. Okay, raid message ready. Here we go. All right, ready, guys? We're raiding out. We're going to try and make a new friend, which is always a good thing to do. All right, everybody got their raid message ready? Here we go. Everybody's readying up. Excellent. Sorry for the late start. Thank you for coming along for the stream anyway, guys. I really appreciate it. We made a little bit of progress, which is exactly what we wanted to do. We only had 2 hours. I think we did pretty good considering, so that's awesome. Here goes the raid. I'm going to wrap it. Everybody sleep really well. Thank you for staying up late with me. Good night. See you next time. See you, Penny. See you, Goldie. See you, Psych. See you, Crazy. See you, Sergius. See you, Crazy again, because you're very active in the chat there. Thank you again for your help. All right. I'm out, guys. See you, Ion Computer. Dude, you just got here. I'm so sorry we're ending it. All right. She's a little wacky. She's funny. So that's good. We like that. All right. See you guys. Here goes the raid. Have a great night. Good night.